Hello. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you would like to. Make sure you got your post notification on so you'll know every time I come through with a new video. I want to have a discussion and I'm going to post. I think I'm going to post a link. What's up, Brianna, baby? What's up? I think I'm going to post a link. So we can have an open discussion. I'm gonna post the link. 1 second. Let me get some right down with. No, wrong one. Invite. Hey, twin. Hey, victim of insanity, baby. 3VD. Hey, my opinion with Sherry. I got an eye. Hey. Oh, it might not be a Y, that might be a V. Hold on, y'all. I'm messing the link up. Greetings, Tina. Hey, Crystal. Okay, now I need to pin it though. Let me got my phone, pin it. All right. Hey, Chantel. But yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Owen and Orson. We'll talk a little bit about hey, LaKendra. Hey, everybody coming in. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about Owen and Orson. Yeah. Hey, Becky. Hey, Lola. Hey, Night Aliases. Hey. Hey. Marcella, welcome. So I posted the link if anybody want to come on. I'm doing an open discussion. So if anybody want to talk about their feelings, what they like, dislike about what's going on, what do y'all think is going on, what's going to happen, what do y'all think is happening? Hey, Small Fries, thank you. Hey, Melissa. Hey, everybody coming in. Whatever it is that y'all want to say, and it's okay if we Yeah. Hey, D Holla. I hope I'm saying it right. Oh, from Philadelphia. Welcome from Philadelphia. So I posted the link. Hopefully we don't have no weird echoes or weird sounds, because last time I tried doing it, and I don't know, it was sounding very weird. But anybody's welcome. Okay. Well, welcome, D Holla, from Angie's platform. Welcome, honey. Yeah, so supposedly, the police did release a statement basically explaining the search warrant that they executed on Wanda and Philip's house a couple of days ago. It really wasn't a big update. It was just explaining that it's a tool that they use. Y'all know how it goes on and on. It's a tool that they use to try to find out where the boys are or get answers. Okay. That is basically what they're saying that the search was, so they could, rule them out or get information from the West family. Okay. Rule them out or get information. It's just a tool to help see what they could come up with. If they can or can't find anything, if they can or can't find any information, to bring the boys home, no matter what the circumstance is. Anyway, I ain't gonna let nobody steal my joy, y'all. The devil is working today. Let me tell y'all, the devil is working today. Okay. Anyway. Hey, welcome, Mary Blue. Yeah, so if y'all like to put your opinion. So let me go ahead. Oh, yes, Mary Blue, definitely. The aliases bother me. Drug runners, sex trafficking do this in order to spread their money throughout different banks. Money laundering is done like this too. Yes, victim of insanity. That last information that we learned about the aliases from Jacqueline, from the grandparents, it was very disturbing. I felt like it was some type of scam, money laundering situation, fraud going on. Why you would need that many aliases, I don't know, unless you're doing something illegal. Are you undocumented? I do not know. So those were a lot of questions that I had due to the new information that came out with the aliases, because I was very confused about that. Why would you need, all those aliases? And was y'all connected to that house when it was a drug house? That was one of my very many questions that can nobody seem to answer. That were they connected to that house when the house was a drug house? So that was weird to me. I wanted to know that. And then I just wanted to know, where did the boys fit in all of this? Where did they come in at, and how did they go missing with all of this going on? Wow, it's crazy. Go be a parent. It's something deeper than I think is going to be uncovered. Okay. They've been stealing identities for years. Yeah. Where are classic considered? That's a good question, Maureen. Hey, Remy girl. Where are the boys? That's a good question. I don't know. I would like to know. And I've been trying to figure things out myself, but I don't know. I just kind of get stuck, because if they was abducted, which I don't believe they were, they would have been seen on that camera being removed from the Aspen house. You would have seen it on camera. So they wasn't abducted from that house. We can rule that out because you don't see that on the camera of anybody coming to pick the boys up and driving them away down the street. You don't see that. So we know that's not an option, abduction. So it's very likely that they were missing before that date, and it was very likely they was either given to someone or they did something to them. Because you would have seen them being taken from Jacqueline and Drizel's house on Aspen. We would have seen that on the video. So we know that's not true. So it's either Jacqueline and Drizel handed or gave them to someone, or they did something to them. And, people don't like to talk about that or say that as an option, but that's always an option with any missing kid, especially after 48 hours, 24 hours. Is an option that you will never see those children again alive. And I'm just going to be real with you. That's an option that's out there. Oh, I definitely understand Ghost Ninja 6. Yes, I got a little break. Yeah, anyone could join the panel. Long as, we be careful with, our cuss words, we're good to go. Anybody can join the panel. I think I pinned it. It should still be pinned. I had to pin it from my phone because I didn't see how to do it from my computer. I couldn't pin it. But the buffering too much. Am I buffering? Am I buffering? Okay, it's up. Okay, good. Well, that's up. That's good. Let me see. I'm good. Okay. Yes, anybody can join the panel. The case is so sad, man. It's insane. Yeah, it's very sad. If we start from, well, we have an open discussion about Orrin and Orson, where they could possibly be. Anything, how you feel. No, they didn't, Nicolette. They did not give a news conference. What they did was they posted something. They posted what you talking about, Night Owl? You want talking about for today? I didn't see the news conference for today. I didn't see one for today. I know they released a letter. Thank you, Crystal Moore. I thought so. I think they released a letter saying, in other words, they executed a search warrant on Philip and Wanda's house, and that they used the search warrant as a tool, to see what they can come up with, or if it could lead them to anything on finding the boys. In other words, that's all it was. They didn't do a news conference for today like I thought they was going to do. They said they was going to let us know, so they released a letter from Bakersfield, and that was it. That was it. So we waited all weekend for that. They want to add nothing new. I didn't think so. Yeah. And I mean, I guess it's teaching us patience, how to be patient with this case, because we want, in reality, we all want it to be done right now. We want arrests made right now. We want people locked up right now But we gotta wait. We gotta let them do their job. We gotta let them get all the information, make sure everything sticks, because you don't want the case to unravel and they get arrested and get let right out, and they go to court and they don't have enough evidence, so they'll be released. We don't want that. So, I mean, I guess we just gotta wait it out. We gotta wait it out. I've always felt that Jacqueline Trezell either harmed those kids to where they was no longer here. I've always felt that. I've always felt that they did something to them prior a while ago, and it was a reason that they had to report them missing. Maybe, they was having a function or something going on where they had to report the kids missing at one point. They were short 2 children. I always thought that. So that hasn't changed. From the beginning, from 2 months ago, almost 3 months now, I've been thinking the same thing. We did learn a lot throughout these couple of months about both sides of the family. We've learned about the biological side. We learned a lot about the adoptive side. We've learned a lot. What was that question? Does anyone know if they scanned the backyard at Wanda's house? Not sure. Nobody was able to get footage of the search, Barbara. Nobody got footage. So the police came and they did it when nobody was, they must didn't put it on the scanner. Because if they put it on the scanner, baby, everybody and their mama would have been there getting footage of that. But they did it and they must didn't, put it on the scanner. They must didn't announce it because, they was able to do it with nobody knowing that they was doing it. You think they're gone for a while? I do too. I think they've been gone for a while. Oh yeah, wondering what was in those bags they keep taking. That's a good question. I want to know too. I want to know what's in those bags that they took from Wanda's house. I mean, because you would think, what could she have had there that the police would have taken out? It is very complicated, and there are a lot of suspects. I mean, persons of interest, definitely. Anybody could have those children. Anybody. And I think it's going to be very shocking when we find out who does, when it comes to a head. And I don't believe nobody's talking. And I've said before, they did that slick. Yes, they slicked in and slicked right on out. Hey, Gulf Coast girl. Electronics, probably. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they took electronics. But it was bags of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe blankets. I don't think they would have kept anything of Orrin and Orson's over there. Since if they got rid of them, I don't think they would keep their blankets, or I don't think they would keep those type of items. So maybe not the blankets. I don't know, but I do want to know, because you never know with people get rid of people. We see these cases all the time where they get rid of people and they don't get rid of everything that they should have gotten rid of, which leads LE to obtaining it and analyzing it and coming back with, at some point, they had something to do with it. You just never know. You never know. I mean, it's possible the biological family, and people don't like when you address the bio family. But like I said, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's possible, and I think it is a possibility, because you never know. Biological family could possibly have the children. We don't know. We see many cases where the bio family tries to get the kids back and attempt to get the kids back, and anything is possible. Shoot, Big Angie just talked about a case where a biological father tried to get his children, kidnapped his own kid. Well, he had the kids under the floorboard of the car. So you just never know. You never know. You don't know. So we just can't. Oh, thank you, Barbara Kelly. You never know who is possible of doing anything, who is capable of doing anything. Yeah, we need someone to come forward. And don't put nothing past no one. You don't, and it's always the person you least expect. That's why it's good to keep an open mind. I'm never going to rule out the bio family. I'm never going to rule out the adoptive family. I'm never going to rule out nobody, because anybody is capable of kidnapping children. I'm not on either side. I'm not on no side. On a case, you have to be unbiased. You have to be on the outside, looking at everybody, who has the most to gain, retrieving those children. You can't pick a side. If you pick a side every time you do a case, you will be very disappointed. You will be very disappointed at the ruling, at the end, at the findings of the case, because it could turn out bad. It could turn out somebody you least suspect did the crime. And this is how it goes. You never know. It looks like it's Jacqueline and Trezell, but what are y'all going to do when you find out if it's not? Have anybody thought about that? And everybody then drug them down to the mud, which is, like I said, I will speak on them, but, I'm not going to just drag them because of this, that, and the third. I feel like they are sociopaths, and they remind me of Chris Watts. And I've did that video that they remind me of Chris Watts. And they show all the characteristics of them having something to do with the kids becoming missing. But is it possible that they're not the only two? Are there some other people involved with these babies coming up missing? We just don't know. We just don't know. Oh, he tagged me in something. Who tagged me in? Tanique? I'll go check it out later. Hey, Brooke. Thank you. Hey, Itzy. Yeah, their behavior is strange. Well, Jackie should have said something instead of letting it get this far. Yeah. But she takes me as the type that's going to follow suit with Trezell. She's going to ride with her man. She's rolled this long. Nobody's been able to get these people to talk. Nobody. And I just don't think they're that intelligent enough to be able to get rid of two little kids without no help whatsoever. Why only person isn't a village person? They have not heard anything of an intruder. I don't think there was an intruder that came and got the children. We would have seen that on the video, in my opinion. We would have seen it on the video. I heard she was abused. She probably was in some way, shape, or form. There's mental abuse. There's physical abuse. There's emotional abuse. Allegedly he was a drinker, so she might became a victim of abuse. in such way, shape, form, or fashion. I've heard Bakersfield is a dangerous town to live in, very high crime, so people are afraid to talk. Well, I'm glad you said that, Small Fries, because in my opinion, with the new information that came out with all the aliases, I believe there's a lot of illegal things going on that a lot of people do know something. But being all the illegal ties that they have together, they're not talking because of their illegal dealings that they have with each other. That's why I feel like no one's going to talk. But I was hoping, and I did plead on one live I did that, if someone will please, talk to DA or anybody, see if you can get immunity for whatever illegal ties you had to do with Jacqueline and Giselle or the family. Try to get immunity for that, but see if they will offer that to you for information about Orrin and Orson, because that to me will be more important for the law enforcement to get than some type of illegal fraud dealings with them. Yes, I'm glad you said that, Ghost Under Sticks. There is a lot of people on both sides of the family that are foster parents, that are fostering children. And I did feel like that was weird, Yeah. I did feel like, maybe it's a California thing. I don't know. But a lot of people are in the fostering care business for children. At Queen. The FBI coming for all of them because it's much deeper. I believe it's deeper too, Nene. Gulf Coast girl at Queen. All those aliases names, there is definitely something going on. Yeah. Something's going on. Something's going on. And it's definitely not legal. Because you wouldn't need all those aliases for something legal. You just wouldn't. Even if you had debt, you still wouldn't need all those aliases. Maybe one. But you wouldn't need all those aliases. You just wouldn't. I'd be cutting myself a deal and saying to myself, yeah, I'm hoping someone will cut a deal, ask for immunity, and say what you know about Orrin and Orson. Even if it's something that we don't want to hear, that we're not good, it doesn't matter what we want to hear, what we like. It doesn't matter. It's whatever happened, the facts that matters in the case. So even if it's news that we do not want to hear, we still need to know something about Orrin and Orson. We need to know what happened to them. Who took them? Who did Jacqueline and Giselle give them to? Or what did Jacqueline and Giselle do to the kids? When is the last time anybody's seen the children alive? I mean, we have theories. Certain people have came out, but that's not set in stone, that they actually seen those exact two boys, so we can't really base no facts off of that. We just really don't nobody even know when the last time the boys was actually really seen, Orrin and Orson, for sure. There's no actual real sighting. A hotel in Bakersfield was just busted for sex trafficking. Desert something. One of the pumps' name was Jamal. Now I do know it's a lot of sex trafficking and child trafficking things that's happening in Bakersfield. I have heard of busts that's been going on because I've been watching the KEGT news, keeping up what's going on, following California itself, and yeah, so I did see a couple of things like that. I mean, so it's real. It happens. And I'm just glad that they're making those buses and saving those people and saving those children. but I'm just not sure if this case itself is tied to it. I mean, anything is possible because we don't know anything. I mean, we can't write it out. Anything is possible. But for those two, I mean, you really wouldn't be able to do nothing with a 3 and 4-year-old. I don't know. I just really feel like Jericho and Trezell did something with him. You know, they got themselves involved in something like adopting and fostering children, and it became overwhelming. It became too much. They didn't want to. They felt like they couldn't give the kids back because they didn't adopt them. So hey, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna get rid of them, and it's messed up. It's messed up. Whether they felt like they couldn't give them back or not, they should have gave them back. Regardless of what you feel, you could have gave those kids to somebody. You think it's Wanda? I think Wanda knows something. I think Wanda knows something. It seems like an adoption meal. Girl. It's like everybody, every other person is an adopted parent in California. It's like every other person. Every other person literally is in the child rearing business. Yeah, something is definitely nefarious. You think Wanda's scared of Giselle? She probably used to beat him when he was little. But he definitely has mommy issues. He definitely has mommy issues. I see mommy issues. So I definitely don't think they get along. You know, it's weird that they don't get along. But I do think Wanda knows something. I think Wanda knows something. And she probably even gave them the idea on adopting children, you know, because she's had some adopted kids herself. So she probably suggested the idea to Trezell and Jacqueline of even getting into adopting children. The whole case is just sad. The whole case is sad. We need to see workers who signed off and judges off on these adoptions. And see, this is what we need to remember too. It's not just the CPS worker that goes to the home. You know, it's not just that person, but they have their supervisor that looks over the case as well. Then it goes to a judge, and the judge has to look over the case. It's levels and steps to it. So people, you know, talk like, oh, that child worker just took those kids. That child worker don't have the power to just take some kids out of a home. It has to go to the person next to the person above. Excuse me. You have to go to the next. There's levels to it. Want to make jokes about this lady was missing. I heard about that, Maureen, and that's very sad because she don't care. You know, she's a sociopath herself, and she birthed one. You know, that's inherited. You know, it's rumors, you know, when you're looking into crime, and if you're really into crime, you would know a lot about sociopaths and psychopaths, that it's you know, rumored to be a trait that the mother passes down to the children of, you know, lack of empathy. And this is deep, you know, but you know, it's rumored if you're, you know, do your research and stuff, there's rumored that parents pass that down. If children are at high risk in foster care, then leave the kids with the parents unless there's abuse and molestation. Wow, leave them alone. Yeah, Itzy. I mean, I do agree. But in this case, they had reason to be taken from their mother, their biological mother, um, multiple times at that. So, you know, they couldn't just leave the kids there with multiple issues that they had in the biological mom's care. They had to remove the kids. It's just unfortunate that when they removed the kids and they moved the kids, that it ended up being, hey, J Star, how long? Okay, Remy, I'll see you one moment. How long have they been fostering and adoption of other children? That's a good question. Hey, Remy.
Hi.
Hey, how are you
You can
doing?
hear me? You can hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am. I hear
Okay.
you.
What's
How you
up?
doing?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Just how you feel about this case?
There's a lot of twists, a lot of turns. Um, the more that comes out, the more I don't know who has these kids. But
Well,
I at first, and I still have that possibility that they're not here anymore. But I just think it's a lot of people involved. A lot of people involved.
do you think like Trezell, like you think absolutely like Trezell and Jacqueline absolutely know exactly what happened and where the boys are?
Yeah, I believe they know.
Do you believe like Wanda knows, Philip, Josiah, all of them?
I
Like they're
believe Wanda
involved in some type
knows.
of way?
I believe Wanda knows. Maybe Philip. The brothers, not so sure. You know how close they are to Giselle and them to talk. Um, to tell them, they committed that type of crime. What they tell their brothers, but I'm sure Wanda and Philip was suspicious when they just stopped seeing the kids. At some point they just saw
Exactly.
4 kids, so I know they asked and wondered where are those two. You know, um, so I know they had to. They know something. They had to tell them something.
And they
What did you
said
think
something
happened?
I
What you said?
can't I I can't really really tell you what happened. Like I wasn't there, but to me I just feel like they probably did something bad to the boys. Like it's been what 83 days now and no show, nothing. Like what happened to the seat that was in the back yard of Wanda's house? That was disappeared out of nowhere. It's weird.
Yeah. I was watching. Um, what was it, Crenshaw LV? One of them, they was doing a search out there the other day. I was watching I think it was Crenshaw's I was watching, and they saw a burnt van seat out there and other burnt things out there that that looked kind of suspicious, but
It kind of
I
did.
don't
I see
we
that,
don't
and it
know
was
if that's
Crenshaw.
connected for sure. Huh?
I said it was Crenshaw's channel that
Yeah.
was the burnt seat, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird. That kind of did look suspicious. I'm not gonna lie, but
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what Bakersfield Police Department even thinks about that situation. And the concrete was kind of weird right there in the field too. It looked fresh. That was
Yeah.
weird. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. I watched it. I watched it multiple times just to see. Well, I don't know because they didn't keep live when the police was there. I didn't see what if they actually went out there and searched or if anything came of the burnt seat. Um, I'm not sure, if they did anything, but
Any updates on the search at Wanda's house? Did like they find anything or did they not find anything?
They didn't report anything.
Wow.
Ellie's not telling us nothing about the search.
Oh,
Now they
man.
did take out. Okay, no, that was the last search. The last search before this one, they took out bags of evidence. Then this search, I don't know what they took out because nobody got video of that search.
Wow.
That search warrant. Mm-hmm.
It's
I didn't see
crazy.
no blood, Itzy. I didn't see any blood out there. Hey, D Sunshine.
What do you think happens, really?
Well, from the beginning, hold on one second. Hello. Let me mute. I'm live. Hold on.
What's going on, guys? While Queen's on the phone, what's going on? What's going on? Why was they even paying attention? Oh my God. Did they adopt back to back? Good question. That's a good question. What's going The area is known for people burning things out there, and that look like they killed paint by Mary. What's going on, Mary? Me either. Evidence. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There was actually a toy or something like that. That's weird though. I agree. Yeah, there is, and I agree with Journey. Hmm. I don't know. It's weird. What was no kids, no bikes, no, not a friendly, kid friendly. Somebody knows something. Jacqueline said it. Somebody knows something, which could be her and Trezell. Can't tell you what I think happened. I can't. I don't know what happened. I wish I knew. My opinion did something bad. That's all I can say. Probably did something bad to them. That's why it's taking so long. Trezell knows. Jacqueline knows. Wanda knows. Josiah, Jamal Watkins. Somebody knows. Or maybe all of them know. What are we missing? What the question referring to? Yes, patience. What clues do you think are missing? What clues you might think is missing? A lot of things. Yeah, it's true. Ask the question so we can talk about it. Queen's still doing her thing, trying to keep you niggas entertained. I say you niggas, you guys entertained. Hold on, wait, let me see. She wanna ask the question. I don't know. Good job. What did I do? Good job. What did I do? Exactly. She has a lot going on. She's thinking probably a lot. We want to know. We could share our opinions, you know? This is the wildest case ever in the world so far. Hmm, it could be. The authorities will need to check else property that is in their names. Well, true. She didn't ask her yet. Checks Mike's yard too. Yup.
And I think we're gonna be in
Hey, y'all
some
can
bigger than
welcome
just some
LaKendra. It's
missing
LaKendra on the
children.
live. Y'all welcome LaKendra.
I see you working hard, baby. Don't trip. I got you. I'm just like, I think it's gonna be mind blowing. I think it's something
They said they
way
did.
bigger than the boys. It's too much because if it was just
Yeah.
missing kids, I've never, even people that lied and did wrong to their kids, and it turns out they lied and played the game and fooled us all. I ain't seen this type of mess. Ain't nobody looking, no sides of the family, and all of that. Far as adopted Jacqueline's family, Trezelle family, nobody looking. That's strange. So, um, I can't say what I feel either way might it be, but it's bigger than just some missing kids. Even people that harm children, they don't come off and do this after going on TV and putting it out to the world and then just stay like stupid looking and do this stuff. Ain't not one person like a auntie, like, hey, y'all can be down with them, but I'm gonna at least go out here, pass some flowers, help. That's weird. All this shit
Exactly.
is hella weird.
Everyone is connected. It's strange. Well, could possibly be that people are really connected.
And I'm starting to really believe that Jacqueline herself could be really adopted. You couldn't
I
spell
think
your name
Jacqueline is
right.
adopted. Yes,
If
exactly.
anybody go back and watch the interview, she spelt it two different ways. No birth
Two
certificate.
different
I
ways.
don't search for a whole lot of background information. I'm not about to spend my hard earned money and go do all that. For those that do, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have it like that. I have kids, I have a life. I mean, I got bills and, but I appreciate those that do it. For nobody to really verify and find your birth certificate and stuff, and this
Wait,
mama, I don't know. But it's good news too, 'cause it's a couple of people. They are trying to get a billboard up out here in Vegas right now.
she was
I
adopted,
ain't
right? In my
mentioning no
opinion, it was
people
Sherry.
names. So that's a good thing. So Vegas, hopefully, and they even talking about small things like, you know how you sitting on the bus stop and they had a little billboard that's cheaper than the other billboards. Maybe we get help to do something small like that. Anything is good.
How long have they had the other adopted boys? Well, that's a good question to ask Queen. She might know, honestly.
I think it been since 2000. They said like 19. I don't know if that's when they got them, and then
I think
they
that's
was
when they adopted
adopted.
them
But way back to
fully.
then, they were actually in their custody.
Wow.
But what's tricky to me, what I'm mixed up about is they biological kids. I think we need to
Hmm.
dig a little there. Is those they're both kids? One got black hair. I'm not about to be racial or nothing, but the other little boy got red hair. And it ain't red, it's red like hairy UK red.
There was a child here that was missing. His body was found in septic tank. The parents did it. Has that been checked? Wow, that's a good place, huh? For like a FBI
And
to
I want
check.
to know, have anybody had information if they checked the landfill? I've
The
not
landfill.
heard that, but
All right,
I
sorry
mean,
about
that's a
that,
good
y'all.
place to
Sorry,
check.
I'm so sorry. That was
Hey,
unexpected
Queen's
phone call.
back. Queen, you've been MIA
Yes.
for hours.
She getting us
Unexpected.
the info or getting her own info going on.
Sorry about that.
I was trying to keep the
Welcome,
live going, you
Lakendra.
know?
What y'all talking about? What else came back on?
No, we were just talking about how this
Just
girl,
do we
Sweet
know?
Tea, she commented and said there was a child here that was missing. His body was found in septic tank. The parents did it. Has that been checked out? As in that should get checked out, I guess.
All right, hold on. Somebody said read the top comment. Hold on.
I think they need to check the landfills. I haven't
Yeah, me
heard them
too. Me
say
too.
we did.
There was a child that was missing. His body was found in the septic tank. The parents did. The
That's
septic tank.
crazy.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if they checked the septic tank. It needs to be checked and the landfill because
Oh,
that's what
Queen,
me and Andrew was talking about. That the landfill, they need to check the landfill for sure.
now can you confirm
A
this?
lot of people are found in
When,
landfills after a
huh?
while, like missing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They
That's
discard them
interesting.
like trash, unfortunately.
Even
But that's
though
what
you
they do.
can't tell a book by the cover, but they just look too stupid enough to me to come up with a major plan, do all this great work, and y'all story sound like a Christmas card from the get-go. That was stupid. So check the landfills.
Queen, how
They
long they
probably just
had the
doing
other
shit, stuff in the trash.
how long they had the other adopted boys for, Queen?
I'm not sure, but I know they had some adopted kids that went back before. I want to say they might not have had Orrin and Orson then, if I'm mistaken. Yeah.
And have anybody checked to see have those kids actually been returned back? But I don't know how we could figure that out.
Well, supposedly
They
they
could be
sent
missing
them
too.
back because they was problem children. Allegedly, they was problem children. The older children, they must have gave them back or returned them because the other kids they got now are smaller children. They're 4 younger children. They're not the big ones anymore. But I don't know how long they've been adopting and fostering. That I don't know. So it must have been a while. It had to be a while because they had
Well,
this.
I understand what you're saying, Queen, because if they didn't go back and we just maybe they could be missing, they just told us they went back. They're not gonna give you more kids and more kids. So yeah.
Well, CPS gotta check on them. You know, they're not gonna give them, much more and more and not account for the children that, because when they had them, they were foster kids. And I do believe when they do foster that they have to do checkups on the child.
They do, even with COVID, they still have to.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can come back up, Remy girl. I don't know if they went back. Yeah, allegedly they was sent back. And then they got Orrin and Orson. That is true. Proof of life.
And it's
well,
really
they do have the proof
strange
of life
when
of the 4 because they have the proof of life of the younger 4 because CPS took them into custody when the other 2 went missing. So they got the proof of their life. Now, I mean, I don't know about the other 2 that went back. I'm assuming, that they did.
It's mighty strange to me that as me being a mom, I did want my son first.
No, it's not obvious.
I've
CPS
always,
do their
but
check-ins.
you
So
would
we have this
want
situation. Hold on, Kendra, real quick.
little
No,
boy.
it's not
Okay.
obvious. It's not obvious, Renisha Samuels, because they could have did something in between time of the CPS checks when they don't come out like every day or every week. They may do like a once a month situation. If they killed some kids or got some kids missing, and they probably had to, did it between that month between visits. So it's not. You can't fault CPS for check-ins. We don't know that they didn't do their check-in. We can't say that they didn't because we don't know. Until they come out and say we didn't do our check-ins, then we don't know. We can't say that CPS didn't do their check-in. It's plenty of people that foster parents that kill some kids, and the CPS people did not know that they were killers because they passed all the requirements they need to foster children. And they make it look real good. They make it look real good on their checkups when they come. Make sure the house clean. But after that, when the people leave, they abuse them kids and get right back to treating them like crap. They do it all the time, and they're able to fool people. But they get checked up on. Until something happens, they didn't kill somebody or a child go missing, then they come in and remove the rest. New names, new social security number, CPS cases closed. Go ahead, LaKendra. What was you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying I just found it kind of strange. Like me being a parent, I always, wanted to have a son first. Because you older, you could protect the younger
your sister
that I decide to have later. But what woman all these kids you taking in and adopting, you didn't want a little girl. That's strange.
I heard about it's all boys, all boys, all boys. What is it with all boys?
Very
That is a little
strange.
weird. You would think a mother would want a little girl. I mean, boys are easier. I have one girl and 3 boys. My boys are easier. My oldest is grown. I don't look old, but my oldest is grown, and he's a boy. But I mean, I wanted a little girl, and I only got blessed with one girl. I tried for multiple girls, and this guy one girl. But you would
Too.
think
I wish I was lucky enough to get another boy, 'cause these girls ain't
that's
no
what I did.
joke, baby. I got one boy and 2 girls.
I stopped. I tried 2 more times after
3
that.
girls.
I stopped. They were just boys. I couldn't produce none but 2 more boys.
I'm scared to try again. I'm good. I'm cool. Unless you could probably say I want a boy, and then the way the world is going now, I'm okay. I got enough
Thank
love.
y'all. Yeah, I got some big kids. And I started over. I got my youngest is 4 and I got a grown one. So yeah, I started all over 4 years ago. But it's okay. I started all over. Okay, they see. You got 2 girls now? Okay. They didn't say anything about the home, just they noticed the dog's behavior. Ooh, 8 boys. Ooh, she got a football team.
Man.
Jesus.
Where's he stay at? Back south?
Man, that's a lot. Do you believe that vanished from the gate or even made it to Cow City? I don't believe that they were ever outside playing with the chalk. I believe all of that is a story made up from Jacqueline and Trezell, basically Trezell. I think it was a story they made up because there was no proof of the chalk. There was no chalk writing out there. There was no proof that any kids was out there writing on the sidewalk. So I don't think they was ever outside that day playing in the backyard. I believe whatever they did to them, they did prior to the children. So if they harmed them.
Also, I seen a rug out there, so it wasn't but a little bit of space to even write around that.
Right.
With chalk.
And then one day it was no chalk, and the next day or 2 it was a chalk outside. It was just weird, but I don't think the boys was ever out there to begin with playing. I believe the boys been gone, and they had to come up with a story. Something was coming up. I mean, possibly a CPS visit. You never know what was coming up, but they had to give an account for the children, and the children was not there to give an account for. They couldn't, they didn't have the kids to be accounted for, so they had to come up with some type of story of the kids are not here, So they came up with the kidnapping story. The kids just vanished out of thin air, and that's how we're here today. But to find out, nobody can actually say they seen Orrin and Orson. That's the crazy part. Nobody can say they seen those 2 children.
I believe by now, since the word has spread it as big as it did with the little help that all of y'all are giving us to be able to see it. The man that you supposed to stop to see and ask, where the black boy? I don't like that statement, but shit, you already black, sorry. So of course you ain't gotta say black boys. He gonna assume black boys, but at the end of the day, that man would have came forward.
Yeah. He spoke,
That's
when he
weird.
spoke about the kids, he didn't speak good. He always spoke like, he wasn't attached to them, or he was very distant with the children. He never spoke like he was real close with them at all. Like he didn't have a bond with the children. He always spoke negatively about them.
First thing you come out and say, hey, the description. Hey, this is what they look like. This is what they got on. This the
Mm-hmm.
names. Please help us. None of that. All three of those elements was left out of that whole interview. How we gonna find them?
True,
So
sweet
that
journey,
tells
sweet
you
tea
all you need
journey.
to know.
I think they probably are checking. When they check their phones, I think their phones can, ping off of certain locations, and they can go and get the videotape to see if they had the kids at any of those locations, possibly at a grocery store. Because with kids, you gotta do a lot of shopping, and I go to the grocery store every week. With my kids, so I know that it's possible that they could have had them at a grocery store somewhere. It was a question I needed to answer. I saw it, but I don't know where it went.
And you definitely gonna go when you got little babies that small and
Definitely close to
kids and
fire.
children. You're gonna stop at a McDonald's once out the month. I don't care who you is.
What do I think caused the fire at Wanda's house? I believe the fire was created. I don't think it was an accident. I think it was intentional fire.
I'm gonna jump back down, Queen, and let you take back over your show. I just jumped up for a minute. Thank you very much. I
Thank
always
you. I
watch you.
appreciate
Keep
it.
doing what y'all doing and bringing us other stories too. Thank you.
I will. Thank you for speaking, LaKendra. So thanks for everybody that came up. Thank you, Remy. Thank you, LaKendra. I appreciate it because I like hearing other people's point of view and what they think. Um, those search dogs didn't know what scent that we're hitting in the first place. Okay. Those little kids people buy food kids like. Okay. It'll take one in the fire to get rid of a body. Who do I think is involved? For sure, Trezell. I'm gonna name you the people that I think know something. I can't say who I really think is involved because it could be both sides. But to the people I think that know something, Jacqueline, Trezell, Wanda, possibly Philip. Those for sure, in my opinion, know something. For sure. But anybody could have them. It's a delay. It happens every time the last person gets off. I don't know why it does that. I do not know why. Is it still buffering? Because my connection is strong internet. I don't know what it is. Is it still doing it? Is it still distorted? Thank you, LaKendra. I really needed somebody to talk while I was on the phone. Thank you so much. It's going in and out. What about now? Because I see my sign went down. What about now? Am I good? I'm still delayed. Lord. Still delayed. I don't know why. Let me see what this button is. Um, I'm good now. I have muted. I'm unmuted now. Hey, Karen. Welcome, Melvina. What about now? Because I've unmuted. It's still a damn delay. I don't know why it does it every time I let people up here. And when they go down, I'm delayed. I don't get that. Bad delay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Thank y'all for watching. I'll probably come back a little bit later. Because I don't want to be delayed or anything. But thank y'all for y'all's opinions, y'all thoughts. And I enjoyed hearing y'all's take on the case. We're still gonna pray that the boys are found. Whatever the circumstances, we're gonna pray that they're found. At the end of the day. But thank y'all for watching. I love y'all, and I enjoyed y'all. I had to sign in and out a few times. Okay. I don't know what is going on. But all right, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later.